Begin now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Dirk Bank, and he is from Chicago.
Lil Durk's legal situation has taken a massive turn as his legal team just dropped one of the boldest moves the courtroom has seen in a long time, filing a heavy motion to dismiss the entire case with prejudice, meaning they don't just want the charges dropped temporarily. They want the entire situation permanently erased so it can never return or be reopened again. The paperwork that leaked online shows Durk, D Boogie, and Brown Eyes all lining up on the same exact timing, pushing getting not just individual judges removed, but attempting to disqualify the entire prosecution team, a move so aggressive that even legal analysts began calling it straight-up power play. D is trying to slide out of the mess completely, hoping to remove his name from anything tied to Durk, while Durk himself is pushing for the whole case to be wiped clean. And the reason behind this aggressive push is even wilder than people expected. Prosecutors claim someone from the inside leaked information from a private F group chat, accusing someone of being a snitch and allegedly feeding evidence directly to the feds. This single accusation sent the entire internet into a frenzy, with fans arguing nonstop, influencers reacting live, and the streets buzzing about who might have switched sides. Then things escalated even further when reports surfaced saying federal investigators were now accusing Durk of arranging hits on O'Block members, supposedly because he felt they didn't retaliate after King Von passed away. Prosecutors even claimed they might bring in a witness to testify that Durk issued orders, try to paint him as the mastermind behind tensions in the crew. In court files, it even states Durk was in conflict with Manic because he believed O'Block members weren't taking action the way he expected, and this pressure supposedly sparked massive fallout inside the circle. Once this news hit social media, Wack 100 and DJ Academics wasted no time jumping into the chaos, immediately discussing snitches in the case and throwing shade that made Durk look guilty before any judge or jury even had a chance to speak. As the story spread, the streets felt the pressure, and as soon as big voices started pointing fingers, the entire narrative began shifting at full speed. This case started getting more chaotic by the day because the so-called snitch at the center of it all couldn't keep his story straight. According to new court paperwork, the main witness completely switched up his claims, saying one thing initially and the complete opposite later. At first, he swore there was no bounty connected to the situation, but now he subtly claims there was one after all. These inconsistencies are extremely dangerous in a case as big, and they put the prosecution in a desperate spot to try and recover. Prosecutors attempted to stack more pages of evidence on Durk to strengthen their argument, but ironically this move only slowed the whole case down and pushed the trial back even further. Every single delay gives Durk's legal team more time to prepare, more time to strategize, and more time to take another shot at getting bond, which they've been fighting for ever since he got locked up. This is his third bond attempt, and even Durk's father is confident this might be the one that finally gets him home. But the feds didn't stop at one angle. They're now trying to connect Durk to a completely separate incident involving Quando Rondo back in 2021, suggesting he might have been involved in that too. To make it stick, they're digging through his music, his lyrics, and even interviews, desperately searching for anything they can twist. Fans point out the bar where Durk rapped. They're on my page like Slide for Vaughn. I know they trolling me. And in a podcast he mentioned he doesn't even see those comments anymore, which prosecutors are now trying to bend into some kind of confession. They're even lining up the exact timing of the song release with the moment Quando's crew was hit, trying to craft a narrative that fits their theory. But Durk's team is not folding. They came prepared with a strong offer for bond, and they're pushing harder than ever. Then things took another unexpected turn when prosecutors were forced to drop one of the main lyrics they wanted to use against Durk. They originally planned to show the judge bars where Durk rapped, "Told me they got an addy, they got the location. Go look on the news, see your son screaming no." But because the evidence wasn't solid enough, they quietly removed it from their argument. Even with that gone, Durk's lawyer is getting visibly frustrated because the way prosecutors keep adding and removing evidence is making the entire process look sloppy. He continues defending Durk with full force, but isn't holding back on calling some of these charges flat-out jokes. But before the judge could even make the next decision, something serious erupted behind the scenes. Vonnie was suddenly accused of cooperating with the feds. His prison file updated out of nowhere, showing he was no longer in custody, which instantly raised eyebrows everywhere. Then things escalated because Vonnie reportedly confirmed it himself through a message to a close friend where he described the details of the plea deal he was trying to get. The friend leaked the message, showing Vonnie saying he was trying to plea out to 32, the base for M for hire, explaining the points he gets shaved off for pleading early, having no background, and hoping to land a 5 to 7 year sentence instead of risking life. He even said, "I can't go to trial. I don't want to get got like the other guys," clearly referring to Jam. As this leaked, the internet exploded again, and then things got even crazier when Vonnie's own father stepped in publicly, calling him out and accusing him of playing a role in the situation that led to King Von's passing, even saying Dirk knew about it. His comments lit social media on fire because when a family member starts talking like that, people start paying attention instantly. After that, the entire case turned into a maze of accusations, secrets, and leaked messages. Rumors started spreading like wildfire. People began claiming that the tension between Dirk and Von might have been connected to a court case they were both dealing with. There were claims that they were supposed to go to trial together, but after King Von passed away, the case was allegedly settled privately, leading some voices online to push theories. Pure speculation, not proven facts, suggesting Dirk might have benefited legally from Von being gone. Fans also pointed out how Von had expensive jewelry, but only had a public defender at the time, sparking deeper conversations about what was going on behind the scenes. Then a viral tweet took over social media after Vonnie's father made accusations, with people comparing the times Dirk went on Instagram lived to the moment certain people passed away. The tweet said there was a pattern, and questioned why Dirk always seemed to go live when something tragic happened. People pointed out he was live during moments connected to King Von, Lil PAB, and FBG Duck, even suggesting he might have been using live streams as some kind of alibi. Again, these were all fan theories and social media speculation, not confirmed facts. But Vonnie's father didn't stop there. He doubled down and said his son played a part in situations involving King Von and Lil PAB, and hinted that even more people knew what really went down. Rappers, bloggers, and fans immediately began arguing nonstop because anytime a family member speaks publicly like that, everything becomes more dramatic. Then the case twisted again when a new alleged cooperator appeared in leaked files, Dee's younger brother, Ted. This instantly caused reactions like, "Please tell me this isn't real," because Ted had just been arrested at a convenience store for having a firearm with an extended clip. At first it seemed unrelated, but once people realized Ted is a younger brother of someone extremely close to Dirk, the internet immediately started connecting dots. Being related to someone so close to the inner circle means Ted might know a lot of behind-the-scenes details, and that alone had everyone watching. According to leaked reports, when Ted got to the police station and stepped out of the patrol car, he immediately started claiming he had information about people involved in different crimes. That moment set social media on fire because people began arguing about whether he was telling the truth, exaggerating out of fear, or simply trying to save himself. The cops booked him, put him in a holding cell, and waited for another officer to talk to him. But the wildest part is how fast he folded. He didn't last even a few seconds pretending to be tough before he started talking the moment he stepped out of the cop car. It was like he didn't even care about staying quiet. He was ready to spill everything without hesitation, adding even more chaos to a case already overflowing with confusion, accusations, betrayals, leaks, speculation, and non-stop drama.